I help high achieving women stop chasing love and learn that they are the prize.
If you're in the gutter, if you're going through the gutter, if you think you're going into the gutter and you think healing, you have to be healed before you get into a solid relationship, we're here to tell you you don't have to be.
I must be in this perfect state of mind, state of being, like enlightened in order for me to be in a relationship. And that's absolutely not true because what I have learned is that the majority of my healing is done in relationship.
Absolutely.
What I see a lot is this misconception that when I get into a relationship, I won't be triggered. If the person triggers me, then they're not for me. That's absolutely not true. Like that is my invitation to heal. And people are not their behavior. I think that was the biggest thing that I got to learn was people
That's
are
a
not their
judgment.
behavior. I'm responsible for my entire life. I'm responsible for everything that I've created until and the circumstances that are currently happening around me are from the way that I'm showing up. And if that's true, then how can I show up differently to create new circumstances and create something different in my life? Stop comparing. I mean, and I know that people say this all the time, comparison is the thief of joy, and it's so
Oh,
true because there is not another human being on the planet that is me or that is like me. Everyone is unique in their own way. And if that really is true, that means my path is going to be different than yours. And there is no comparison because that's the biggest shift is instead of focusing on the things that are going wrong, what can I
right, right,
appreciate?
right,
What are the things that are going right? I can focus on the lack or the scarcity, or I can focus on what's possible and the abundance of it all.
right. Because if you're not receiving, you're repelling.
The only way you're going to get what you want out of life, period, and that's in every area, is if you're clear on what you want and you can express that and say no to everything that's not that.
Toxic relationships will actually suck the life out of you, literally, for
Yeah,
nothing.
I couldn't wrap my head around partnership. What do you mean partnership? Like we both contribute? Like I always thought it had to be one
What's
sided. And one big key components that I learned was a lot of men are unhappy in their relationships. And that doesn't mean
oh,
anything's wrong with their wife, but it means I get to be responsible for how I'm showing up in relationship. And he was like, "Where are you going?" And I'm like, in my head, we have an argument, I have to leave. I realized that was the relationship that I learned that not everything has to be a knockdown, drag out fight where we're both committed to being right isn't important anymore.
okay. I mean that you've learned that already,
Yeah,
but
being
I
right
like
isn't
that.
important.
I like that perspective shift, guys.
It doesn't mean that I'm wrong. It just means that what is more important to me is the resolution and the greater good of the relationship
Mm,
than
mm,
carrying my torch to the end and
yeah.
fighting. Someone that can truly be in partnership with you will smell that out, the insecurity, and you will repel them. You will actually get someone that you do not desire if you do not do the work on yourself. Because you're going to get a
Mm.
reflection of who you are.
A myth and relationships.
And again, and I want to go back to this one because I think this one's the one that shows up the most is that I have to be fully healed in order to be in a relationship. I
Perfect.
will do the majority of my healing in relationship if I'm open to it.